kickoff, and we'll get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the option, he'll pitch it. And knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Red Wolves will move the sticks with the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Just when they're looking run, now up top.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
On target to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cameron. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Husky. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The give to the back. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll put the tight end in motion. Brown has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ncaa
First down to start the drive after the break. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense got it. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Huskies. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
Yeah, get out there, Blake jersey. Blake jersey, bad look.
The fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some growth.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
This offense has a second down play. Back to throw, it's Reed. They're trying to get to it. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice completion, nice short game. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He lost one down the sideline. Fires a ball, and now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Steps away to find some room. Looking for the score.
You gonna get a fucking start over.
Husky.
Hell no, I'm tripping.
And the Red Wolves will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. He's going to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking the shot. Doesn't get better than that.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are somewhat dumb.
And it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Feeling some heat. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
He's back to throw on second down. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Jackson. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking for room, it's Fletcher. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
With the catch, it's Jackson. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. Pass on the way. It's picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's not where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They'll give it to the back. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Dances away. He'll fire to his right. And he's got it inside the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll try the run.
And
he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting him drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Just feeds the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Second down coming up. They've been running it, but now the pass. That's caught. It's locked. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Coming after it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Reed. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
The Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Trying play action. Scrambling away. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? To throw, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here and make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
My stupid ass. Oh, touchdown. Ran too close to him.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out.
Offense ain't doing shit, though. That's my problem.
Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
How much lead you put on the ball?
And the Red Raiders will kick it off to start the 2nd half.
That's the reasonable goal. Oh, no, it's not.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude, running back the same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Now the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Red Wolves in the hurry up. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
A strike downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a man miss. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because he's thrown it so many times.
Playing games, bro. This is starting to piss me off.
You can tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
Fires toward the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute.
Politics in my game.
But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They'll run play action. Might be looking to run. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. This is the score. Texas Tech 10, Arkansas State 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They're just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Quickly completed. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Throws toward the end zone. He's got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Come on, bro. Y'all line up right. What the fuck is this?
They'll keep it on the ground for first
down. Y'all getting on my nerves.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They're bringing heat. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in, keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the pummeling has started. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity to...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cameron. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to get to it. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job on the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he throws another interception. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the...
He'll take the deep shot.
Come on, is you go?
They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're gonna watch this tape, and it's gonna hurt because you're gonna watch your coaches, and you're gonna see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you gotta learn from it, you gotta get better, you gotta grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I'm gonna change my offense. This offense ain't getting me shit. I ain't getting no plays out of it. No touchdowns, 2 games in a row. Not the defense, it's the offense. At least I'm used to this shit. If I go wrong, I go wrong. I can't be out here trying to compete. This bullshit, bro. I need another band.
Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff.
You gotta be on with me. Friday, my guy scored.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense set on first down. The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. With the catch, it's Brown. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Finds his man, and they convert. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He can just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know it gets sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll run the counter. Nice move to keep running. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
The Red Wolves are on the move. To the air, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Off play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And forget the punt, he's going to throw it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the pass goes in complete, and they rise up to stop the fake.
Now I know, I never used it.
Well, they got the throw.
I didn't know it could be a wicket.
Good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn
My
it
first
over
time
on
running
down.
since I had it.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Rides to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Better leave the girl alone. I want to play, I'll go outside. See, this chill time. I don't want to be bothered either. Leave me alone.
Now
go.
Facing a third down as they line up after the break. Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead of you.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Give to the running back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Reed. And the ball is
NCAA on that jank, bro.
Bringing it
Oh,
back.
you gotta do some janky shit. I always do some janky shit.
And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers.
Politics.
What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. They gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Finds his man. It's Martin. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love when they sneak the big throw out of the backfield. You know, usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, sliding, giving the rock.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short.
They would have
Nice
blocked it,
job to
right?
get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
They really need to send an offensive line coach.
This offensive line, 'cause they have not been running the ball well at all game long, but on that
So
short
they
yardage
get the
situation,
offensive
they
line
finally
right,
pick
right?
it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
NCAA, get it together.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Leave her alone, bro. She ain't bothering you. I don't want to be bothered. Go sit down.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires to the right. And it's
NCAA, bro. I'm janking the nigga, bro.
Huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants to pass it on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
That's one thing I don't like about him. Good, good, and bad, and terrible.
It's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The option look. Now the toss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Steamrolls his way ahead. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Panthers will hustle to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Edwards. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive with the run here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what of our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
When you're a defense and they run the triple option, it is exhausting. You literally have to make sure you focus on your guy. They did an unbelievable job taking away the options. Quarterback had nowhere to go with the football. They strung him out towards the sideline. Great positive play by this defense.
Quick toss. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. That last fake didn't work. They might stick with punting it this time. Looking for a block. It's Edwards. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the ball's on the ground. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Pittsburgh 7, Arkansas State 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. Gets it out quickly. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He'll pull it on the read. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
He'll do it himself. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all of the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, lead the clock. The clock right now is...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown!
They played around long enough.
Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wants to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback adapting. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Finally, the offense is able to come up with a big play. Where's that been all game long? I mean, a goose egg right now on the scoreboard. You just got to wonder, though, is it just too little too late?
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
Now on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time, but just can't come up with a completion?
Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Unleashes one deep. Go to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short in this one.
Definitely a defensive struggle here. So the good news for this team is you like what you saw on that side of the football, guys making plays, but the offense has got to be able to pick it up. You've got to be able to find ways to generate explosive
Let's go
plays
show you what his game
is,
man.
They couldn't do it.
On his defensive player, fucking
defense when you see your offense
defensive end, one tackle, one loss, fucking play of the game.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Let me see what division I'm in first, man. This on freshman, bro. That's sad. Oh, man.
Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Cooper. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense getting set for first down. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. Oh, it's loose.
This dude right here gonna piss me off, man. I'm not for Jay. He just gave me bullshit.
Light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because
that
is what caused that fumble.
I'm still in the fucking black uniform.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Looking downfield, it's Mayfield. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to... Oh, they knock it free! And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Quick release on the RPO. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll go to the ground and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Red Wolves are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Looking down the middle. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
After the short completion, it's now second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Back to pass, it's Mayfield. He makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Floating away. He's going to take off. And they're able to make the tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He's looking on the right side. Underneath toast the coverage. Got it deep downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The big explosive play put them right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Trying to punch it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Caught near the sticks. It's right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cameron. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Now on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Y'all making this game harder than it have to be, man.
Dwindling away, and they'll try to get the snap off quickly. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Mayfield. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it.
Like you say.
Fires to the right.
Fuck, bro. No, politics, man.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime, too. I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Here comes the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense
on the ball
in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
That makes the score Ohio State 20, Arkansas State 0.
And the Red Wolves will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Makes the catch. It's right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Fires to the tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Steps away. Unleashes one. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. The aerial assault continues. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks. And you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Warren. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Mayfield. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Caught over the middle. It's right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
I'll play
Trying to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Play this shit no more. Shit pissing me off.
Red Wolves will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's King. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about that for setting the tone early if you're the defense? First play of the game, they go pass, and you punish the quarterback. That sends a message loud and clear. You're going to be here all day.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a fumble. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Red Wolves! The defense with the scoop and score. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Cameron.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the tackle. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you've got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Dropping back, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got a man. It's London.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Monarchs headed quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
Now from inside the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
To the air, it's King. Fires into the end zone.
You stupid!
And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the 1st quarter. And the Monarchs will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Quarterback will keep it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And you could tell he trusted himself, thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick, didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And the
game
big tight end, a lot of times, that's a bigger strike zone.
for the last 4 games.
They put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It's complete. He's loose. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down.
Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
Looking for a man. It's King. He's not afraid to go deep. Brings it in down the left side. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing.
Looks like you got your hand full.
Here they come on 2nd and 10
So I
from the
got
47 after the incompletion.
Same way.
They'll try the left side. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Good play.
The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond.
I don't get how you can be standing out there and still let him do this.
But a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points here, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game.
Shit like that
a lot to process and think about.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The lone back's got it. And he's knocked down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
On 30 short.
Oh, janky, bro.
First down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain.
Janky,
Inches to
bro.
go. It'll be fourth down. And the Red Wolves will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon.
All right. Come on, get to the ball, get to the ball. Oh, my goodness, man.
Back, it's Jordan. He only needs a sliver of daylight.
That's crazy.
He did a great job finding some running.
Yo, I'm talking about this. They trying to fuck over me, bro.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got
did
the
too early.
touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball down.
Give me that triple.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Grabbed in the middle. It's London.
My damn safety, that nigga jogging. Mid-play, he jogging.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Back to throw, it's Kane. Fires to the middle.
Ooh, my goodness.
There forces the incompletion on first down.
It was close. I guess they favoring you right
Running
now.
out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient.
Get a bit momentum swing for halftime because they showed they're doing something.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time.
See?
Wide open downfield.
All right, I got something for this.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space.
Good shit.
And he will score.
Touchdown,
ODU.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half.
I knew they were going to need this shit for halftime.
We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Super lightning in the bottom.
Right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And the Monarchs will line up to kick off and start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. And the ball is free on the
They gave it back to you.
defense, just cradling that fumble and securing it.
You know if they would have ran it right over touchdown, bro. That nigga was standing out there by himself.
That ball was squirting around on the field.
There we go, NCAA.
Finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off. Makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
Now I got to fight against this momentum swing. I'm making it hard for a nigga.
Offense will take the field again.
Try between the pimp and the hard place.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch.
Make his head hurt.
Through the contact. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
See, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game.
Bro.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea.
He do good when he's good. When he's bad, he's terrible.
He has a chance to get downfield. He is really difficult to tackle, and he's very
difficult. What the fuck was that, bro?
On that last play, getting a first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Lost one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. The Red Wolves racing to the line in a hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. What a snag by the defense.
Like a punch.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's third and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the...
He's going to throw deep right side. Ball in the air. Intercepted. He goes out of bounds.
They got the offense. They always been like that. They don't really. It's really 75-25. So the wide receivers never really challenge the ball like they're supposed to.
Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Turns it over midfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On the option. He'll toss it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
He'll keep it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down.
NCAA. I already got a feeling y'all finna do something fucked up. I'm politics on it. Let it be real. No. All right.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it and they convert. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Reed. That's a go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Oh, they pay him for it on the coach.
There's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. A 1st down for the offense. Quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop after the catch. There's still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Defense uses the timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Let's see which way it's going to swing.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big time.
Oh, yeah!
They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Get up there.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Red Wolves have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires into the end zone.
Oh my goodness, stop politicking, bro. Damn.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming.
You should have caught this shit. You should have caught this shit.
Try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here.
99 for no reason. That's peak.
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum.
They're politicking,
opportunity to take hold of this game.
Like they're going to do some janky shit to you.
Give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're only 1 for 3 on 4th down attempts, but they'll try it again here. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's loose.
He's gonna finish.
Nothing but green ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to race this game. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed
to be the case. In the fourth quarter.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent.
This shit hurt.
We just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I lose weight.